Hey everyone. Hello, hello, hello. So give me a minute because I am going to pull it up on my cell phone and y'all I keep like thinking I'm seeing a line there and I really don't want to see the line, but I guess it's just going to be there. So, how is everybody doing? So, as you're coming in this evening, please go online and tell us what's new for you. How did you win today? What is it that you want to celebrate? So, jump on in as I go ahead and pull up the Facebook page. I'm so excited that you are here to just spend a little time with me today. Yay! Or I should say this evening. Hold on. So it looks like it's a little bit blurry. So y'all, so let's see if I could get just a little bit clearer. Yeah. So hold on one second. I'm going to try and wipe this. So be patient with me. Is it a little bit better now? I think so, maybe. Be patient. You know how they say, be patient with me. God isn't through me yet. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Ashley. How is the Facebook page looking? Someone let me know how it's looking, right? Um, yeah. So this is it, y'all. Be patient with me. God isn't through with me yet. You know, sometimes it's like Facebook can go really good for you, and then other times it's like, oh man, what just happened there? So you go back to the old school and you go for what you know, as they say, right? So as you come in, y'all, tell me your name, where you're joining me from, and how did you seize the day? What is great about your day? What is it that you want to celebrate? And you're saying, oh yeah, this was really good. As I wipe this camera just one more time, and just so y'all would know, I've been trying to wipe it. It's just not cooperating with me. You know what I mean? So Ashley said it's better. You have a blur back. Yeah, I purposely have a blur background, y'all. I purposely have a blur background, and I will tell you why. It's going to be like a little bit of conversation today, right, about my blurred background. But is everything else good? Can you see my face pretty good, Ashley? Can you let me know? And everybody jump in, jump in, jump in. So Facebook user, hi from Delaware. Tell me who the Facebook user is. So y'all, as we're coming on, and I'll be streaming live, like I said, on Monday evenings on the Life by Design Facebook page. What I'm going to be doing it through StreamYard. So one of the things, in order for your names to pop up, you've got to give StreamYard permission. All it does is make sure that your name is there. No information is going anywhere. Um, I am sure of that because I'm very security conscious, as many of you are. So, but if you give that permission, then we will be able to see your name. So, I'm not sure who the celebrating progress at work. So, Facebook user, tell us who you are. And another Facebook user just came on and said hi, y'all. So, if you guys can just tell me your name. Right? Tell me your name because for me, let's see, it's saying Facebook user. Let's see if I can see it on the page. Okay, so I see Judy is on. And okay, it's Sonia. It's Sonia that's saying from Delaware, celebrating work at progress. And then the hi, y'all, is Miriam. Right. And so Miriam is coming in. Yep, Miriam from from Florida. So, how did you guys win today? We're only going to spend a few minutes together because what I really want to do is have a juicy conversation about taking inventory. And then I want to talk a little bit about the soiree that's coming up in a couple of weeks to make sure everyone has registered, got their tickets. I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on at the soiree because I'm so super excited. And so I made a decision, y'all, as you know, that I will be going live in the Life by Design community because I wanted to add value to the community. I wanted to, if there's anything that you care to discuss, I want to discuss it. This is a community that I created called Life by Design. And I created it. Why? Because I want to build up like-minded women, empower women, where we can talk and have discussions, and really be transparent. And so listen, if you're a part of this community, invite others to be a part of the community. And can I tell you, don't invite others that you think are not going to care. But if you think that someone can benefit from the community, then please invite others, because we're a positive, forward moving community. We're a positive, forward moving community, and we want to keep things always moving forward and not backwards, right? And so the people that come into the community, we want them to get value out of this as well, right? And so invite others to the community, just as as you're inviting them to everything that we're doing for Festa della Donna. Many of you that are in the community, you're a part of the possibility journey. The possibility journey, it's called, because the possibility journey is about us beginning to look at what's possible for you. The scripture says that all things are possible to him who believes. So the possibility journey is about that. And so but what you put into the possibility journey is exactly what you will get out of the possibility journey. And so we want to make sure that you're participating, that you're doing the modules, that you're coming to your one-on-one coaching sessions, you're coming to your clarity calls, you're doing the work. And just so y'all would know who are on here, we will be setting up our accountability groups coming up on this Sunday. I believe the possibility journey meets. We'll be setting up our accountability groups, so make sure that you are on it, right? You want to max out, you want to get your value out of the possibility journey. Awesome. So we've got somebody saying good evening. I'm going to look and see who it is, so I could answer. Good evening. That's Siobhan. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Siobhan. How are you? How are you? How are you? So y'all make sure, because it's everybody's Facebook user. So make sure you tell me your name. I don't know your name unless I actually look on Facebook. And there's something on StreamYard that says, give us permission to show your name. And that way it comes to me on StreamYard. So I'm awesome. That's good that you're good. So again, the possibility journey. Many times we are all over the place. We're looking here, we're looking there, we're just everywhere. And unless we remain focused, I remember so clearly, y'all, my bishop would always say, stay focused on your purpose. But many times we don't even know what our purpose really is. We say we do, but we really don't, because we're going east, left, right, south, up, down, all these different places, and we're not honing in. And I just believe, y'all, that it's time for us to hone in. That's why the soiree is called It's Your Time. It's your time to uncover, to unpack. So tonight, I've kind of already given you a lot. Make sure that as you're typing in, this is a dialogue and not a monologue. Give your comments, and please tell us, how did you win today? How did you win today? Thank you, Sonia, for sharing that you got a lot of work done. And Facebook user, let's see. I think it's Siobhan. Is it Siobhan that says amen and love it? So this past Sunday, I remember, hey, Melanie, hey, thank you for joining, Melanie. My husband, he said, John Graham is watching. Yay. um, that he started a sermon series called Pretty Little Lies, and as he was ministering about and talking to us about the lies that often really the lies that we often believe. And many times we take the lies as truth when it's not, it's a lie. And sometimes we take those lies as truth because that's what we want to believe. And so we'll believe the lies. And as I began to think about that, y'all, there's so many things. I just did a news article on taking inventory. I sat there on Sunday and I began to take inventory of my life. And so, um, and so as he spoke about the pretty little lies, the lies that we feed ourselves, the lies that we listen to, the things that we often blame on others, then there's time, then I have to take inventory. And I have to ask myself, what are the lies I'm telling myself? Or what are those lies I'm allowing others to feed into me, that I'm believing as truth when I know it's not truth? Take an inventory. So one of the things I did, let's see what Melanie says. What a guy, way to support that. It's a way to support that wife of yours. That's Melanie. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. Ashley says, yes, my win for today is drinking water for the day and enjoying the weather. It is a beautiful day. What are the lies are you believing about yourself? And so I began to take inventory, and I began my inventory really last week. But then it continued this week, even into the message on Sunday. And so let me tell you a little bit about why I began, hey, Nikki, to take inventory since last week. We're doing a few projects in our house. I've got my honeydew list, and he's got his honeydew list. And, we're trying to, let's just say, restructure um our home, right? Just not restructure, remodel it, move some things around. And so let me see if I'm out here alone, if it's you guys. Have you ever, when you decide you're going to move some things around, you're going to remodel, or let's say you're moving from one house to another, and you never realize how much stuff that you had? Anybody out there? Like all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, there's a whole lot of stuff. And so as we were moving, they were coming to change out our floors, and we had to move things from one room into the next. Exactly, Mel. The stuff. Man, we had to move. And as we were moving things, it's like, oh my gosh, I began to look at all the things that we have. And let me just say, all the things that I have, you know, and it was like, oh my gosh, I need to do inventory. There were things that I forgot that I have. Tell me if this is you. There were things that whenever you're moving things from one room to another, you're clearing things out. There are things that you forget that you have, right? You forget that you have it. Then there are things that you're like, oh wow, oh wow, I didn't realize that this was still here. I thought I got rid of it. Have you ever had that? You thought that you got rid of something, or that you see this other item and you're like, oh man, I have this in overabundance. Have you ever been there? You have it in overabundance. Oh, yeah. And so that's where I was. I just began to look, and I began to just take inventory. And it kind of sat with me for a while, because I began to think, what is it that I am not taking inventory in my life? Inventory. I began to look at the shoes that I have, and the clothes, and the dishes, and the this and the that. And I could just keep naming and naming and naming them, just as you can. And as I just began to look at all of it, then began to say, man, how many times do we go through our life and we don't take inventory in our life? Mel says, what can I bless and release? Exactly. What is it that we can, that we need to take inventory? And I just began to think about, what is it I need to take inventory of? What is it that I've had sitting in my life for years and I never released it? What is it that I still hold on to? It serves me no purpose, but I'm still holding on to it. What is that? And as I began to think about all of those things, and I began to look at, what is it that I need to check off and say, you know what? I need to release this. I need to release that. I need to let that go. It was just so, as I just began, and I have to tell you, at one point, my husband said, oh my gosh, all this stuff. He said, man, overheard him telling somebody, he's like, oh man, some of this might be grounds for a divorce. Joke, y'all, joke. We're just joking, right? And I overheard him say it, and I thought to myself, I said, I don't blame you, because this is a lot of stuff that we have to move out. Have you ever taken a look at your life and really do inventory? Go inward and do some inventory on your life. What are some of the things that you are holding on to? What are some of the things that you have packed under? You've just packed it up, packed it up, packed it up, and you really haven't released it. You haven't let it go. And what I want to tell you, as you begin to take inventory, I want you to think about cleaning house, because that's what we're doing here. In my home, we're literally cleaning house. We're removing things. We're throwing things in the garbage because it doesn't serve us. We haven't used it. Why is it still there? Why am I holding on to this? Let me release it. Let me release it. And so now it comes to us personally. It comes to me personally. What is it that I need to clean in the house that I live in? My body, in my mind, in my emotions, in everything. What is it? And so begin to think about, how can I clean house? What are some things that I've got packed up, just buried up, that I need to unpack it? And when I unpack it, I release it and I let it go and I throw it away. And then what is it that I just need to say, let me get a cleaner and let me just clean some things out? See, what has happened to us many times is that if we don't take inventory of what's going on in our lives or what we're putting in our homes, that it just begins to pile up. And it piles, and sometimes we pack it away. Sometimes we pack it away where we don't see it. We pack it in a safe space, let's say, or we forget, where we'll forget that it's there. And believe it or not, this happens to us in our lives where we're packing it in. We're packing it in. And I want to tell you tonight that, first of all, things that we pack in, things that we bury alive, is never dead. It's just buried alive. And at some point, it's going to come up and it's going to need to come out. And when it comes up and it comes out, many times, if it's not taken care of, it doesn't come out good. So tonight, I want to encourage you to take inventory of your life. What is it that you have held on to that you need to release? Who is that person? What's that hurt? What's that thing that's holding you back? What's that struggle that you have? What's that weight that you have? It could be something, it's not even wrong. It's just a weight that's holding you down, and you need to release it. Sometimes we don't even realize that we need to release something. We don't even realize it until something hits us in the face. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. Take inventory. Take inventory of what's going on. Take inventory of what's going on in your emotions. We are so used to, y'all, we're so used to dressing ourselves up, looking real pretty, you know? We hide behind a facade. We hide, and we many times want to pretend that things are just going so great when really they're not going that great. We're pretending, and some of us, not all of us, many of us, we could get a scripture, we could get a saying, we could get an affirmation, whatever it is that you listen to hold on, to secure what we say. You understand what I'm saying? And so we'll turn something around to meet the need that we have. So I want to tell you tonight, it's time to take inventory of your life. Take inventory. What is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to say? I need some help. I need some work in this area, and begin to see what needs to be done. What needs to be done. I ended up, y'all, when we began to, and we're still, by the way, working on it. We are still working on it, throwing away things. What do we have this? No, let's get rid of this. What do we have? No, let's get rid of that. This is serving no purpose. That is serving no purpose. I haven't worn this in 10 years. Why do I still have it? Why do I still have it? And so going and just releasing it, getting rid of it, throwing it away, never going back to get it, not picking up the paper and whatever and reading and saying, oh, maybe I should keep these. No, you haven't read it. You haven't checked on it in 10 years. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. That's the same thing in your life. Holding on to emotions, holding on to hurt, holding on to garbage, holding on to people that you know you need to let go and release. Let go and release. If this is the time in 2022, it's our time. I've been talking about that so much. I've been talking about Kairos time and Chronos and all of that. And I've been saying that how it's our time. Well, y'all, it's our time to release some things, the things that have been holding us down. One of the scriptures, yeah, Ashley, let it go. One of the scriptures, and I realize that not everyone reads maybe the scriptures like I read, and that's fine. Whatever it is that you do, you listen, we're a community that embraces and loves everybody. But one of my scriptures says, lay aside, where God says, listen, lay aside the weight and the sin. What is sin? It's those wrong things, it's those wrongdoings, it's those things that don't feed you, it's those things that's just not right. And then there's some things that are just weight. They just weigh you down. They're not wrong. They're not right. They're okay, but they just weigh you down. Have you ever had that? Have you ever had that? Where, everything is great, but you got this weight that just weighs you down. So the scripture says, lay it all aside. Let it go. Let it go. Let go of the sin. Let go of the weight. Let go of the wrongdoing. Let go of that thing that's okay, but it's just a weight on you. And you're dragging it around like a ball and chain everywhere you go. And you've gotten so good at dragging it around that now you could drag it around with ease, but you're still dragging it. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's time for you to make a decision that you are going to live a life of abundance and of whole life abundance. And what is whole life abundance? Where that no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what's going on around you, that you're in peace and you're in joy and you're in happiness. And that is possible. That you can have so many things going on around you. You can have challenges, but you can still be in peace and joy. You can still be at peace with yourself. Your emotions are stable. Not that you don't cry, because as I said to someone, listen, live longer. They say, well, you feel as if you don't have any challenges, live a little longer. Just live a little longer. And you'll see those challenges will come. So here it is, but make that decision that I'm going to choose to be healthy. I'm going to choose to be well. I'm going to choose to live in peace. I'm going to choose to live in joy. I'm going to take inventory of my life. And so I have spent the past 2 weeks plus taking inventory. On Sunday, when Jonathan, that's my husband, spoke his message, Pretty Little Lies, I took inventory of the lies that I have believed. I took inventory. And so what I want to encourage you tonight is spend some time taking inventory of your life. This is with just you. You don't have to share it with anyone. Because what's necessary is for you to be set free. Is to you to live free. Is for you to live as God has intended for you to live. And so take inventory of those things that's not serving you, that's not bringing you joy, that's not bringing you peace. Release it and let it go. Let it go. Ask yourself, what am I pretending not to know about this? Because sometimes when you're taking inventory, you have to ask yourself, what am I pretending not to know? Am I the only one, y'all? Talk to me. Talk to me. Ashley says, for sure. Yeah. Let go and release. Someone else said, yes, you better preach. Yeah. What else is it that we're pretending not to know about something, pretending not to know about someone, pretending not to know about a situation, pretending not to know about how we feel or how we see something or what's really going on in our lives? Ask yourself, what is it I'm pretending not to know? And then when you begin to look at what and take that inventory of what you're pretending not to know, and you face it and said, okay, now it's time to stop pretending to know this. Now, what is it I need to release and clean my house? Take inventory. Take inventory. A store takes inventory every winter, every spring, summer, and fall, and they move out the old stuff to bring in the new stuff. This is what I believe, y'all. There's so many things that we're asking God to do in our lives, and God hasn't done it yet. And one of the reasons I say that He hasn't done it is because you haven't taken inventory and you haven't moved some things out of your life so some new things can come into your life, so some other things can come into your life, so positive things can come into your life, so success can come into your life in every area of your life. Your runway is still packed. Your runway is still packed. All the planes are still on the runway, and nothing else can land into your life. Nothing else can come in because the runway is packed. Clear the runway. Clear the runway. Take inventory. Remove what is old. Remove what's not serving you. Get rid of that unhealthy situation. Get rid of that unhealthy person. Get rid of that, unhealthy food, right? Release it. Release it. The unhealthy thoughts. Release it and bring the new and the positive and the healthy thoughts in, right? Nothing, when your inventory is full and you haven't done inventory, there's no way that you could bring new things in. Macy's, Dillard's, Nordstrom's, whatever store that you go to, whatever store that you shop at, Walmart, Target, it doesn't matter. They take inventory and they move things out in order to bring new things in. So that's what I want to encourage you tonight, is to take inventory. Take inventory. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear your feedback. Those who are listening now, if you're going to listen to the replay, put hashtag replay and give me your feedback on what you're taking inventory on. You don't have to go into details. You don't have to go into details, but you can if you want to. Take inventory. And let's do this, y'all. When you take an inventory, don't fake it. Don't make it all look, because many times we make our mess look real sexy and juicy. We do. We do. Don't make your stuff look sexy. Don't make your stuff look juicy. Don't make it look, well, it's all right because I'm doing this. No, 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 no. Get real with you. Get real with you and do inventory. I had to do it with me. I sat, and at one point I just sat on the floor and I looked at everything all around me and I was like, oh my God, that's how I was. Oh my God. And then I sat, and when I began to take inventory, I began to look at, wow, Esther, remove this, release this, do this, don't do that. It was so refreshing, so renewing, felt so good. So I want to encourage you to do it. I want to encourage you to do that. And then last but not least, listen, I'm going to give you 3 things. I wrote it down, y'all. As you're taking inventory, I want you to look at who is in your life that lifts you up. Who's in your life that lifts you up? That's one. Number 2, what things do you do that make you feel great? Right? And then number 3, what excites you right now? What excites you right now? All right. So who in your life lifts you up as you're taking your inventory? What things do you do that makes you feel great? And what excites you right now? And when you're thinking about this, who in your life that lifts you up, I'm talking about lifts you up in a positive, good, promotes it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, you know? Yeah. So let's do the inventory. Number 2 is, what things do you do that make you feel great? That make you feel great. And then number 3, what excites you right now? For me, as I did inventory, I began to look at what I need to release, what I need to add, what I need to remove, and what I need to add in. And I looked at, man, who lifts me up right now? And what things do I do to make me feel great, to make me feel, what is it? And then what excites me? What excites me? Doing this, for example, excites me. Planning my soiree for Festa della Donna, June, that excites me. And sometimes it tires me out, y'all, truth be told, but overall, it excites me. What excites me is seeing how women can evolve and grow, and how they're being healed, and how they shall be healed. I love it that transformation is not one and done, but as we grow and as we learn, that we just continue to transform, especially when we make a decision to touch those areas we've never touched before, especially when we've made a decision to do some inventory on areas that we have not did inventory on before. So all of that is just so exciting for me. So those are the three things. The next thing, Ashley, if you can post the link. Y'all, listen, two things I'm going to ask you to do. Invite people to the Life by Design community. I will be coming, we're going to come on live every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. The only time I'm not going to come on a Monday night is if I'm traveling or something has happened, but then I will switch it to another night. And then periodically, I'm going to jump online. I'm going to jump online on live, and just to add some value, especially if you're saying to me, hey, I want to talk about this. Hey, what do you think about this? Listen, I am super excited about you being a part of this. And then here is the next piece. It's the soiree coming up June 24th and 25th, and the VIP is the 23rd. So let me tell you just real quick, I've already gone beyond my 15 minutes because I got really excited about taking inventory. But let me tell you a little bit about what's going on. The 23rd is a self-care day. It's our VIP. It's for those people, those VIP that says, I need to do some self-care. And so we've got this whole half of a day, a little bit longer, about 6 hours planned for you. We start at 11 a.m. And listen, if you're at work, put your time in, get your day off, right? If you could do that, put your time in, get your day off, work your schedule out, because we're going to meet up at the mall in Dover at 11 a.m. There's a party bus that we have. We're going to have lunch together. You're going to get a swag bag with lots of, I call it Esther favorite things and some additional stuff. You're going to be motivated, encouraged. We're going to do some healthcare things. We are working on getting you where you can go sit and breathe in oxygen. And so everything that's got to do with promoting your health and wellness and self-care, that is what we are going to do. And I am super excited. You're going to be connecting. You will be connecting with like-minded women who are saying, listen, it is my time as well. It's time for me to amplify my voice. It's time for me to move forward. It's time for me to walk the path of success. Oh, yes. And then on Friday night, we come back. The VIP will come in. You're letting a little bit earlier to go shopping at the vendors to have your hors d'oeuvres, right? Just for VIPs before the general group comes in. And we have got some wonderful hors d'oeuvres. It's a luau, y'all. It's a luau. And so you want to dress in whatever you feel a luau is for you, right? And so we've got so much planned for you, the giveaways, the great food. We've got a spoken artist coming in from Atlanta. We've got the DJ that will be there. We've got our dancer, our praise dancer that's there. We're going to be doing some our own dancing. I will be speaking. And so I'm so super excited about all of the surprises we have to. We have a fashion show. Boom, on that Friday night. Oh, yes, a fashion show. I'm so excited about the fashion show done. And I'm not even going to tell you who it's by, but they're coming in from out of town to do the fashion show. And you cannot miss this. This is all about celebrating you. It's your time. It's your time. And then on Saturday, we'll come back again. VIPs will come in earlier and have their continental breakfast. We'll have some time together. And then the general group will come in, and we've got workshops. If you've got a book, you've got a poetry that you have something that you just want to write, you want to leave your legacy, we're going to be having a workshop. And how do you bring a book out of your belly, right? How do you write that book? How do you publish that poetry? What is it that you need to get done? How do you write that dissertation? What is it you need to get done? We've got someone coming to speak to us about being a woman in ministry and in business and working with the SBA, the Small Business Administration. Many times as entrepreneurs, we don't know what's available for us. for our businesses. So we've got someone coming to talk to us about that. And how do we do? What are the steps and what are the tools? So excited about that. We have someone coming to us and telling us a little bit about social media and YouTube 101. We want a YouTube channel. We want to be able to manage our social media better. She's going to teach us and tell us the tools on how to do that. And then how do you protect your family or your business legally? It's so, and then how does it, and then if you're thinking about, I'm a parallelpreneur or I'm a mompreneur and I just want to start another business. I need a side income. I need a side hustle. We've got all of that for you. Everything. Why? To develop the whole woman, the whole woman. So I'm excited. I'm excited. Can y'all tell? This is what excites me, to just see women coming together. So listen, get out there. If you haven't registered, register now. The information is there. Come to the VIP. Come to Friday and Saturday, and let's get together and invite a friend. Tell some, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Invite somebody to come. If you're coming in from out of town, as some are, make sure that you get your hotels now. We are down by the beaches, y'all. People are out and about. Hotels are booking up. And at one point, the closest hotel may be about 15 minutes away, which isn't really very far. But still, you want to get as close as possible. Make sure you get your hotels right now. Don't waste, or an Airbnb right now. I love you guys. If you have any questions, yes, great workshops. Very exciting. Very exciting. The link is right there. Make sure you press the link. Let's post it, y'all. If you don't mind, help us to start. Post it on all of your social medias and invite people to come and join us for the soiree. It is your time. It's your time. It's your time to reset. It's your time to amplify. And so have a powerful, great evening. You are welcome. You are welcome. Hey, Trisha. Hey, everyone. Hey, Juliet. Thank you, everybody. Hey, Nikki, Ashley, Melanie. I don't know who all is still on there, but thank you guys so much for coming and joining me. You are welcome. You're welcome. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you, Sonia. I'm excited. I'm excited about all of it. So make sure that you get there. When y'all see me looking down, I'm just checking out so I can see who is talking. Who is talking? I love you guys. Be blessed and have a great rest of your week on purpose. I'll see you soon. Those of you in the possibility journey, I will see you on Sunday evening, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The rest of you, I'll see you at the soiree. God bless you. Bye-bye.